fired? I guess I'll go pack my things. No, not yet. We must do a few things first. Oh, okay. What is it? Well, we have a lot of paperwork. We must go through the exact reasons why and also agree to the terms. And after that, I pack my things and go? No. Next, we enter a 15-day grace period where either party could change their mind. Oh, okay, so I can disagree with being fired? Yes, and then you also still work here for another 2 months because we are required to give that much notice. I mean, that's good to be paid, but that's going to be kind of awkward, no? Yeah, very awkward. Not to mention lots more paperwork, your severance pay, and this whole time you could try to sue us. I can do that? Yeah, on second thought, it's more of a pain in the ass to go through all the bureaucracy to fire you than to just keep you as an employee. So, you know what? You're unfired. It's fine. Just stay. Hey boss, what's this meeting about? Oh, you're fired. What? Why? This is at-will employment. I don't need a reason why.
All right. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Good Faith Show. Good Faith Show. I'm your host, Andre Morton, and the Good Faith Show is only exclusively on the ATP Network. You can catch the ATP Network on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and Twitter. And also, I got some shameless plugs. Be sure to follow the ATP Network crew on Twitter. Left Indy, Liz, me, and Travis. Follow us there. And also, too, follow me on Red Note, Andre Morton, X24. And also, too, guys, like the video. It don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you nothing, guys. Just like it if you're on YouTube and Rumble, okay? Like, I know you can't like it on Twitter, but YouTube and Rumble, y'all know y'all watch. Just like the video. All right, guys. So yeah, what you saw there, was other countries, man. They take care of their people. Actually, like they make sure their people don't go astray. Like compared to the United States, we have to fend for ourselves, really. Like some people, United States, like we have to rely on each other. Like that's the reality. Like that video said, like in France, like they give you a severance package, and then they don't necessarily fire you. Like you could say, so if you get fired from your job in France, like you can actually fight against it. Like if my job fired me, I'm fired. Like ain't nothing I could do. I could get on unemployment, which is not even will be enough to cover my expenses. Um, and what other job gonna pay what my job pays? Like $22 an hour. Like not many jobs in my state do that. So yeah, kudos to France. Like they one of the countries that actually take care of their people, and then they got healthcare too. Like it's nice that your job is not tied to your healthcare. Like that just fucked up. You know what I mean? That's just messed up. That's so messed up. Like a lot of people keep their crappy jobs not because they like the job, it's because they health insurance. Like if getting on Cobra is a joke. Like Cobra's expensive, and then you know yeah. So yeah, man. The United States, man, we need to change the system. Like the system, we can't fix it. We have to get a new system. So yeah, man. So that's a crazy story time for y'all, man. I know this happened last Friday, but I'm always late to the fucking game because that's just how I am. So, but before I get to that story, let me share my screen real quick. Shout out to all the people that came through, man. In the clutch, like you guys are amazing. This is Thai Peasants. Liz's fundraiser. She raised $1,200 so far. Like that's amazing. Like, because I understand that people don't have money, people are struggling, like, they self, and, you guys, 41 people so far came in with the clutch, man, like, a couple of people that donated $100, like, wow, $100, like, wow, man, um, you know, Liz herself said if everybody gave $1 to this campaign right there, that'll make a difference. It would, like, because Liz, she do have a lot of followers on Twitter, but thank you guys for the dollar, the $5, the $20, $25, like it just kept coming in and in. And, I'm not even done shouting these people out yet. That's how many donors she got. So thank you again. I'm gonna put the links to her GoFundMe, a spot fund in the description below this live stream if you on YouTube or Twitch, not Twitch, YouTube or Rumble. So, and also follow me on Twitter or follow her on Twitter. She got the I'm pretty sure she got the link to that fundraiser pinned on her top of her account, and I do too, even though it's once for a mutual aid network, but she decided she wanted to move to Ohio for Florida because her partner's there, and they need to be together because time is short. Life is short. I said time is short. Life is short, and you need to have much time, of happiness you can in this dystopian world. Like, so yeah, I said that because we're supposed to talk about it on Tea Time, but we're gonna do Tea Time Thursday. So hopefully, we'll talk about. Um I read the story on Thursday. All right, guys. So enough of me yapping. Let me get to the first. All right, guys. So Zelensky and Trump. Oh God, man! Like Zelensky, I guess they came to the United States and his posse. Trump and Vice Principal JD Vance, not Vice President, because you all know that JD Vance ain't shit. It's Elon Musk as the president, Trump the vice president, and JD Vance is the vice principal. So I just had somebody saying vice principal. I kind of like that. Um, but yeah, like I got a lot of stuff to say. I know some of you probably might not like what I got to say. And crazy is some of the left is divided on this. In particular, the PMC left. I ain't gonna say regular left. The regular leftists understand why this war is going on, but apparently, some people still think that Zelensky is so innocent. Oh, Zelensky he got a Russia attack. They attacked. But I'm gonna get to that. But let me play this video, man.
Let's watch.
On the deal. That doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America and for the good of the world. I'm aligned with the world, and I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred, and I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world. I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough, but you're never going to get it.
But you know what though? Like Zelensky and the Ukraine simps do not want peace, obviously, right? Like we know that. Bernie Sanders came out and said it's a horrible moment in American history. Donald Trump and Putin talking about getting peace talks done, so there will be no more war, no more people get killed. Like that's where we at. Bernie Sanders, that's supposed to be an anti-war candidate, turned into a neocon, and you got these other motherfuckers, these other PMC motherfuckers on YouTube saying Russia invaded Ukraine. Like Russia is the enemy, Russia is the aggressor. Like they don't know what led to the war happening. Like that just it's so infuriating. Even a lot of my lefties that are not radical leftists like me, but they to the left, they don't like the Democrats nor Republicans. Even they say the same thing. But yeah, the only reason why I think Zelensky is there Like, 'cause I obviously know Zelensky don't like Trump, and Trump don't like him. You could tell, but it's because he wants to be on Trump's. He want to try to convince Trump, like, hey, technically, he said this too. He said, yeah, technically, that we tried having peace talks with Russia, we ceasefire, but Russia broke it. Like bullshit like that. But let me continue, man. Oh God.
The deal that way, so that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I want to respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
That's crazy. I know this is crazy, but I'm shocked Elon ain't there, man. Like, why not? I mean, hell, they got vice principal. I guess Elon, he wasn't feeling it, so they put in vice president vice principal JD Vance in there. So, yeah, watch what Zelensky said, man.
Yeah. Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, parts of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now the President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact line?
2015.
2014.
2014 and 2014.
2014.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Yeah, but
That's exactly right.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, the situation the same. That people have been dying on the continent.
Bro, the reason why he took over, like he invaded into Crimea, is because NATO was trying to push weapons towards the towards the Russian border, bro. Like, was there a war between 2014 to 2022? I'm souped up to this topic because I had a lot of Smurf was talking about it, and Mike talking about it. Like Nick, who's on LBN, talked about this, how this started. But yeah, his excuse is like, hey, basically, Putin been fucking well since 2014, so, I guess, come on, man, Zelensky is full of it, man. But let me continue. Oh, jeez. Look at Trump.
Contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversations.
Trump sleep.
My bilateral conversation, and we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire, all of them told me that he will never go. We signed with him with gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think
My thing is, if you wanted peace, you wanted a real ceasefire, then just don't join NATO. The fuck? Just don't join NATO. Like, Ukraine trying to join NATO. That's why all this shit's happening. Like, that's the basis of it. Oh, man, so let's get full of it. So let's get just, Zelensky wants the buddy, bro. At the end of the day, that's why he said that soliloquy. You know, like I'm trying to seek fire, but it didn't work. You know. Oh my God. Let me continue. So I'm letting it play because it's about to get, yeah. I wouldn't say crazy, but it got, you know.
I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring it into this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
He's saying that, hey, Russia attacking us, but eventually Russia will come after us. That's basically what he's saying. He said, you have it nice now, but it's we're struggling. You know, we need more money. We need more money from us. You know, they want to fleece the United States taxpayers. That's what fucking Ukraine doing. Israel too. Like, you know, I ain't done talking about Israel. Like both of them taking our taxpayer dollars. Like we taking our taxpayer dollars to fund a genocide and to fund a proxy war. Come on, man. Like he just can't break this shit up. Like this is a proxy. Like this is why in 2022 it escalated. But oh yeah, I forgot. Like Zelensky, remember? Like Russia, like it was a peace agreement between Russia and Ukraine. Then which guy with a toupee that speak Brit, you know, with the British accent, actually stopped that? Oh wait, Boris Johnson. So yeah, like stop with the bullshit, man. Like stop. You full of shit.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly
Remember
what
this.
you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country, that's back to you, far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, you said thank you. You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save.
Like, man, it's wild that Zelensky would rather have more of his soldiers die in war than in this proxy war. Like, it just that's some wild ass shit right there, man. That is wild. That is wild. Zelensky's arguing Trump down like, ceasefire won't work. Give me more money. Give me more money. Give me more money. And I got a surprise for y'all after I get done with this video. So let me continue.
Your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you can...
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country's in big trouble.
Can I answer?
Wait a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet.
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through
I
this
said
stupid president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military equipment.
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave, but they had to use our military.
What about
If you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
you invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak-
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I
Again,
tell you.
just say thank you.
I said a lot of times to American people.
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's
I
very
understand.
important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the code.
But I don't understand too, like also the Nazi problem that Ukraine has, like, and people defending Ukraine. I don't understand. Like people don't understand. Like people making assumptions it's like Zelensky in Ukraine is the innocent motherfuckers. The people of Ukraine are, I understand. Now, I'm not talking about the citizens that live there. I'm talking about the government-wise, like, surround themselves with neo-Nazis. Like, that's got a Nazi problem. Like, remember those NAFO trolls that used to be on Twitter and shit? Like, yeah, like, it's a major problem. I'm just saying, man. Oh, God, man. I'm almost done. I'm finna wrap this up, but, yeah.
Thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running low
I know.
on soldiers.
Don't please,
you're running
Mr.
low on
President.
soldiers. It would be a damn good.
Now, Trump lies a lot, but he's not lying. Like, they're running so low on soldiers is that people that were fleeing Ukraine, I guess the men that were fleeing Ukraine, Ukraine letting their passports or some visas expire for them to come back to Ukraine and fight in the war. Like, so, yeah, this really wasn't a war to begin with. Like, Ukraine never had a chance. Again, they never had a chance. That's why that person said, we're gonna fight to the very last Ukrainian. Like, yeah, that's very nice, to say that. Yeah, kill all. Yeah. Like I said, murder all the people, all the soldiers and citizens. Yeah. All right, guys.
thing. And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what-
That
what
wasn't
this
with me.
means. It
That was
wasn't
with
with you.
a guy named Biden who was not a smart person.
This
That
is
was
your,
with,
this
that was
is
with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Mr. Vice President. I'm sorry.
It's going to be a tough deal to make, because the attitudes have to change.
What if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks peace talks? What will you do then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay? What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me. Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him and Russia. Russia. You ever hear of that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden, Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton, Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat scam. And he had to go through that. And he did go through it. We didn't end up in a war. And he went through it. He was accused of all.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, Shifty Adam Schiff. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, no collusion. Yeah, remember the no collusion day? No collusion, no collusion. No collusion. Yeah, I remember those days. Yeah, those were the days, my friend. Those were the days. Oh God. So yeah, yeah, man. Like Zelensky is full of shit. Trump. I mean, I mean, Trump gets a ceasefire done. Hey, he got it done. Um, you know, I give him little to no credit on the Israel's Hamas ceasefire because Israel just ended the ceasefire agreement. Um, oh God, so because they stopped aid coming into Gaza again, like typical Israel. But as for Zelensky, he's full of shit. Like he's put there by the United States government. By the way, too, nobody wants to talk about that. But hey, got a few more minutes, so.
All that stuff. He had nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom. It came out of Hunter Biden's bedroom. It was disgusting. And then they said, oh, the laptop from hell was made by Russia. The 51 agents. The whole thing was a scam. And he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff. All I can say is this.
Yeah, the Hunter Biden laptop story, that's what we talking about. Yeah, like again, yeah, they made every excuse in the book. Like that, yeah, like when Zuckerberg was a sheep then to the demo dummies, I guess. He because remember all platforms got rid of Trump at the time. But that's why they paying him money because they apologize, like these tech billionaires, they don't want to get jeopardized. So, but at that time, when Biden was in office, when Biden was about to be president in 2020, the FBI went to Meta and Zuckerberg said, "Can y'all suppress this laptop story, like to help Biden win?" Like, yeah, that's dirty, bro. Like, that's dirty. Like, if Trump did the same shit, like, oh my God, man, it'll be all over MSDNC and CNN, like, see what I'm saying? Both sides, it ain't right for both sides to do it, but yeah, just saying. Oh God, here we go. Well, look at Zelensky. Zelensky like, what's that? Zelensky like, oh man, yeah, man, oh shit, yeah, man. So, all right, guys, let me finish this. Almost done. I got few seconds ago.
He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened. But he didn't break them with me. He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think we've seen enough. What do you think? Huh?
All right, guys. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna end it there. That video. Yeah, man. Like, afterwards, they're supposed to have lunch, I guess. Talk more about peace talks or whatever. But Trump told Zelensky to get out. Zelensky left. So, yeah, like, I'm pretty sure that right there and then other shit over the time led to another story. Yeah. um, oh God. It's let me see. All right, guys. So this is from Bloomberg, right? A few days after, because the sit down happened on Friday, so this happened on Monday. It says Trump pauses military aid to Ukraine after clash with Zelensky. It says move halts all aid in transit to help Ukraine, and pause come after Trump and Zelensky sparred in Oval Office. So yeah, like I mean, like, and I got another article too that what Zelensky said, which is, but Zelensky is delusional. Like, bro, you have no chance at winning this war, bro. Like the war is like it's kind of like Ukraine has like Ukraine got little like Russia has the guns. Ukraine has fucking rubber axes, like rubber. What you calling it? Axes. Like, come on, bro, you're not winning. He says Trump ordered to pause all U.S. military aid to Ukraine, turning up the heat on Vladimir Zelensky days after an Oval Office blow-up with there we go. Ukrainian president left support from his country, most important ally, in doubt. U.S. is holding up all pending military assistance to Trump that determines Ukraine leaders demonstrate a good faith commitment to peace, according to a senior senior Defense Department official who asked not to be identified, discussing the private deliberations. The administration will also review the aid to make sure it's contributing to a solution to the conflict, the White House said. It says the order applies to all U.S. military not currently in Ukraine, including weapons in transit on aircraft and ships or waiting in transit areas in Poland. While the extent of the affected weapons isn't immediate alone, Trump had inherited from former President Biden the authority to deliver $3.85 billion in weapons from U.S. stockpiles. It says Trump is eager for a quick deal to end the war triggered by Russia's full-scale invasion of his neighbor 3 years ago. But when Zelensky pushed last week for security guarantees to assure Russia doesn't violate any agreement, yeah, really, Trump angrily told him to come back when he's ready for peace. A mineral resources deal that was seen as a possible precursor to a ceasefire was left unsigned. Yeah, I forgot about that. Like, yeah, typical Trump though, right? Yeah, I want peace, but I want your resources. Yeah, like, see, that's why I don't give Trump 100% credit on shit at all. Like, but yeah, like, yeah, let my Robert Barry friends take your resources, Zelensky, and you ain't winning, so yeah, get peace and give me your resources. It says the freeze on aid en route to Ukraine includes the delivery of critical munitions, hundreds of guided multiple launch rocket systems, anti-tank weapons, and other capabilities. Ukraine relies on the U.S. for its air defense as Russia embarks its former Soviet partner with missiles and drones. Only U.S. Patriot missile defense are capable of shooting down Russian ballistic missiles, including the Kinzhal, whatever that is. The U.S. move blindsided European allies who are not consulted, according to Poland Foreign Affairs Ministry. Senior British officials were unaware of the plan as late Monday, despite a series of phone calls between members of the UK and US cabinet in recent days. So, yeah, like, this motherfucker don't want peace. So let's get on peace. And also too, like, yeah, I got one more article to show y'all, but I'm just say this right quick, like, yeah, like, yeah, it's not about peace, but because if it was, like, Boris Johnson would have intervened the ceasefire, like, this would never happen. Yeah, I know it never would have happened, right? I don't think Russia would have went that far, invaded Ukraine like they did. Like, just simple guidelines. Like, my thing is, you want peace, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? But I got one more article. This is from the 8th. Sorry about that, guys. All right. It says Zelensky says end the war with Russia is very, very far away. Yeah. Like, see, you don't want no deal. That's wild. Like, again, like, hey, how you don't want no deal, man? Like your people, you losing soldiers left and right. They dropping like flies, bro. Like, did Trump now just, pause your aid, which most of it goes to defense contractors, by the way. But yeah, like, yeah, like, come on, man. It said, let me see. It says, this is, it says a deal to end the war between Russia and Ukraine is still very, very far away. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said, adding that he believed Ukraine's long-term partnership with the U.S. was strong enough that American support would continue despite um, fraught relations with U.S. President Trump. I think our relationship with the U.S. will continue because it's more than um, occasional relationship. He still, even though Trump kicked his ass out, paused his aid, he said, "I still want to be friends with the U.S. Oh, please, man, please." Oh God. Zelensky said late Sunday, referring to Washington's support for the past 3 years of war. I believe that Ukraine has a strong enough partnership with the United States of America to keep aid flowing. Yeah, he paused that shit, Trump. He said at a briefing in Ukrainian before leaving London. I think they said in Ukraine. They said Ukrainian. Zelensky publicly was upbeat despite the recent heated Oval Office blow-up with Trump and Vice Principal J.D. Vance doing, which they accused him of being disrespectful. He said he would show more gratitude for America's help. The turn of events is unwelcome for Ukraine, whose understrength army is having a hard time keeping bigger Russian forces at bay. So yeah, I'm done reading that. I ain't gonna read the rest of that shit, but yeah, like, bro, I wonder how you feel now. Trump just cut your money, cut your resources, bro. So really, to be honest with you, like, I mean, without United States support, Ukraine is fucked, bro. Like, us in Germany, I get Germany give them resources too, but that's not enough. So yeah, so I mean, this war gotta end. It has to end, bro. Like, you really have no choice. So all right, guys, on to the next story. All right, guys, before I get to the last topic, be sure to like the video. Like, it don't cost you nothing. Oh man. So before I get to this, Stephen A. Smith apparently a couple of weeks ago was on Pod Save America, and Pod Save Bros, they was discovered since, I think, the Obama years. They came to prominence. I think that they are a tool of the Democratic Party. Like, you got them, you got some other people too that spew Democratic propaganda from time to time. Not everybody, even them, like, even they saying that, well, I'm gonna get to that at the end, but Stephen A. Smith told the truth here, man. I had to give Stephen A. his credit and credit due. I don't really like Stephen A. Smith. I think, when it comes to talking about black folks, like the black athletes, when they mess up and screw up, he's always aggressive. He said, he always said, "Put the camera on me," and all that shit. But when it comes to the white athletes, he more soft tone, more mellow. Tom Brady, he didn't mean to do it. It was a mistake. But black guy does something, it could be like semi-minor, like, it's all guns blazing. So the hypocrisy. But anyway, but here, he kept it 100. So I'm finna play the clip. It ain't gonna be long. Then I got a couple of tweets to show y'all. Some dummies didn't like what he said. They didn't like what he said. So, all right, here we go.
His message is burn it all down, and he somehow gets a pass for having been in charge for 4 years when all the problems he's complaining about now still existed. But Democrats were boring. We're the NBA skills competition where Wemby's cheating, while Trump is the USA-Canada hockey game where there's 3 fights in 10 seconds and you can't look away. And like, I don't know how to compete with that. We don't have a leader who can compete with that. We don't have a party that can compete with that. We don't have a message that can compete with that.
But tell why. You can't compete with that, and you don't have that. I'm not talking about you specifically, of course.
I know.
About Democratic Party. You don't know that, and you can't compete with that for the biggest reason of all. Because y'all are too busy trying to pick candidates for the American people instead of listening to the American people.
I wish he said, though, he's right. He's right. Yeah, like, we know that, the Democrat Party pick a candidate. They don't let the people decide. But also, too, the donors tell the DNC what to pick, too. Like, they give them probably a few picks, I like these highly, sophisticated picks, like I wish he'd say that too, but Stephen A. Smith, he's more of a sports commentator. Like he really probably don't like maybe he don't understand the crux of the corruption. But like the Democrats say, hey, we could be in back rooms, man. We can like the DNC lawsuit back in 2017. Like, hey, we can pick out any people we can. So yeah, this is why Bernie Sanders, for example, a good example, like he should have never ran through the Democratic Party. He should have ran as an independent. Or, once they cheated him, say, you know what, I'm going to run as an independent and try to win and fuck up y'all momentum or whatever. Like, that's what he should have did. But yeah, like, it's true.
People tell you who they want. The last Democrat that the American people told you they wanted was Barack Obama. Hillary Clinton, it's her turn. Bernie Sanders had momentum. It's Hillary's turn. Joe Biden captured momentum because Representative Clyburn got involved in South Carolina, saved us behind, but it's really, really his turn, okay? He has no business running for re-election, but everybody went for it, knowing he was supposed to be transitional. He's going to be 81 years of age. Then you sit up there. He doesn't have a primary. Then he goes on the debate stage, embarrasses himself. Then y'all still let him take 3 damn weeks to walk away instead of getting the hell out there immediately so you can see if there's somebody other than Kamala Harris who could be the Democratic nominee. Then she gets the nomination, and everybody wants to act like she's the rock star all of y'all wanted all along. Oh, my God, let's throw up our hands and just to say, hey, she is the one, when you know good and damn well that wasn't the truth. Meanwhile, Trump has been around since 2015. They had Christie, they had Kasich, they had
like he broke it down to a T. Like that's what the Democrats do. Hey, no, they wanted Hillary Clinton. They want Bernie Sanders, even though Bernie Sanders, in 2020, for a good example, like he won New Hampshire, won Iowa, he won Nevada. There was another state he won too, but he won 3 states, and then all of a sudden, Jim Clyburn and a few other lackeys or tokens, as you could say, made phone calls and manipulated shit just to get 81-year-old Joe Biden, who was in cognitive decline, then like I hate when people act like the man wasn't in cognitive decline all the time. He was. Even on the campaign trail, I remember he couldn't even get the preamble to the Constitution right, like shit like that, like you supposed to be a government official, bro. Like you don't even know it. So the Democrats don't care nothing about their voters, and I think now a lot of liberals, hopefully, like I don't really like liberals, like some of them, like they said some of the most violent shit to my comrades over the years and all that stuff. But I think some of them are waking up finally to reality. Like, hey, like these motherfuckers are feckless. Like we talk, like us, the radicals, y'all call us, the extremists. Like we told y'all they was feckless. Like we told you, but hey, if you're not controversial, hey, come over to our side. But all right, back to Stephen A. Smith, man.
Was it Fiorini? I believe her name is.
Yep. Carly Fiorina.
Later on, you had DeSantis, you had Nikki Haley, you had Ramaswamy, you had all of these people. It didn't matter. We went through lawfare and all this stuff. It didn't matter. They looked the public in the face and they said, we want him. We don't care what y'all want. And forced the Republican Party to capitulate to the demands of their constituency. That's what they did. The Democrats somehow, some way, have gotten away with ignoring the constituency and compelling the constituency to capitulate to what they want as a party. And that is the problem. And that's why I said it all needs to go. Some of those candidates need to go. The pundits, the strategists, they need to go. Whoever was involved with the latest election, from a strategy standpoint, every one of them should be fired. Every one of them.
We're clear. I think Joe Biden running for re-election.
Hey, but you know what? I would say this: Stephen A. did vote for Kamala Harris, so I had to put that out there. But yeah, again, it's like, yeah. I, I I really believe that if the Democrats really wanted to win, like I really believe this deep in my heart. Like I ask people on either online or when I do a live stream, ask why she lost. Everybody gave their different answers on why she lost. Like, it's kind of a mixed bag of everything, but I believe if they actually did a primary and ran somebody else, I believe that they'll have a better chance of winning. Now, not guarantee they'll win now. Like Trump won every swing state. Like the reason why he won Michigan was because of the genocide in Gaza. Like the Democrats don't, like the Democrats are the fucking neocon warhawks now. They are the genocidal maniacs now. Like 20 years ago, you'll say the Republican Party was. Like it's just crazy how the Republican. Now you got Trump out here want peace with Ukraine and Russia, while you got Bernie Sanders being on the side of fucking Dick and Liz Cheney. Like this is wild. Like I never in a million years thought this. Like wow, but hey, the tables have turned. Kamala was a feckless, weak candidate. She wasn't consistent on policies. She couldn't give a good answer. Like I should have known she was gonna lose. Like I should have known. Like when she was on 60 Minutes on when the interviews came on YouTube, like the comments were negative, most of them. Like like Democrats don't want to win, bro. Like end of the day, you could change the strategists, you could change the candidates, man, but like Hakeem Jeffries said himself, like, hey, they got leverage, man. What can I do? I can't do shit. He basically just said the cat out of the bag at this point. So yeah, man. Like, I mean, I'm not surprised, but yeah. Let me continue.
Was a catastrophic mistake. We will not recover from it for a long time, and I completely agree with you there. But I want your thoughts on this. Donald Trump is using sports in a really smart way politically. I think he went to college football games and UFC fights during the campaign. He went to the Super Bowl. He did a loop around the track of the Daytona 500 in his limo over the weekend. It feels like he's creating a bond with these audiences that Democrats don't have. How do you think Democrats can be a part of that conversation? I can't think of anyone who would go to a game, like except for Barack Obama going to NBA games because he genuinely loved the sport. But like, who else?
This is why I'm a candidate. I don't want to be, and that's why I am one. Because you see, I wouldn't go to the Daytona 500, but I'd have been at the Super Bowl. I'd have been at the hockey All-Star game. I'd have been at NBA All-Star weekend. I'd be at the World Series. I'd be at All-Star weekend for baseball. I mean, the list goes. I'd be at a boxing match. I'd be at a UFC match, et cetera, et cetera. The point is, you're a politician. You're supposed to be able to do what the people want you to do as a politician. See, this is.
Hey, like this, it's true. Like that's true. Like I mean, what can I say there? Oh God, man. Hey, wow, Stephen A. Snitch gets it, man. Oh God. Like yeah, like that's true. Like, hey, Donald Trump pretended to be populist, like, in his first term. Second term, kind of more culture war shit, like, but like people want you to like the Democrats fail to understand American people's problems. And I think, Trump, by pretending to be not establishment, I think that's the reason why his base is still prevalent to this day, even though he botched COVID. And also, too, like I hate people to say this, like Biden, like nobody was not enthusiastic to vote for Biden in 2020. Like, come on. Like, the reason why he won is because Trump botched COVID. Like, he couldn't, like, he disbanded the pandemic response team that Barack Obama had the year before COVID started in the United States, which is wild. Yeah, like it also too, like people forgot that COVID happened a lot. Like people have, well, a lot of people stayed home during the election. I don't think people necessarily voted for Trump. And the people that voted for Trump, well, the people that are gonna vote for him anyway. Democrats needed the Muslim vote. They lost that. They lost the black vote because Kamala Harris, she's not Black American, and also too, she don't have a black agenda. And yeah, man, yeah, like this. That's true though. I can't deny that. A few more minutes, guys.
You're giving me damning evidence I didn't even think about. I didn't think about it until you brought it up. I'm going like this. Wait a minute. Aren't they politicians? Isn't it their job to recognize and notice what their constituency finds appealing and cater to that?
But let me tell you, if Obama went to the Super Bowl, Fox News would be like, how dare he? This cost $10 million. He put Secret Service there. Like, they would go after him.
No, that doesn't work. Here's why.
You don't think so?
Because Obama's not looking for their vote.
Is it like, first of all, who cares what Fox News say about you? Like, who cares about, like, all press is good press. Like people gotta understand, like, yeah, they made a big deal out of Obama wearing a tan suit. Like, who fucking cares, bro? Like, that's the problem. Like the friend of the show, Mickey Dilla said, like, it's a game. Like, they need Obama going to the Super Bowl and wearing a tan suit because it brings them coverage. Like, it gives them something to talk about. Same with Trump, it gives MSDNC something to talk about. Like, they need each other. See what I'm saying? That's what that's about. Like, but yeah, let me continue, man.
He knows he's not getting it. You're talking about the other side and the independents. And the independents wants, here's what the independents wants, because I'm a registered independent. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a registered,
I hate when people say they are a registered independent. Like, when I think of independent, I think of voting third party. But he's talking about, like, hey, which side probably caters more to my situation, then I vote for them, but I'm not a supporter of them. Like, yeah, like, I'll say those flip-flop voters. I don't know why people don't go over my logic. Well, I would be surprised somebody use my rhetoric, say that when they flip-flop voters. Like, that's why I call them. Like, they still in the two-party system, but they, all right.
Vote for Republican in a heartbeat. I might not have voted for Trump, but I'm not averse to all conservative policies. I have some conservative policies I support. I have a lot of liberal policies I support. But let me be very,
you don't like tax.
Yeah, like he's a centrist. Should have said that earlier too.
Say what?
You don't like taxes.
That's right. I don't like high taxes. I don't like high taxes. I don't like open borders. I don't like open borders. I think that those kind of things affect.
I'm gonna end it there. Oh, Stephen A, man, you had me for a second, then he on that open border shit again, bro. Listen, man, ain't no open borders, bro. What are you talking about? Like, okay, I'm just gonna end it there. I'm not gonna let that last part ruin the whole video. He said it was true. Like, the Democrats don't listen to their voters, man. Now I'm finna get to Twitter. I don't usually be on Twitter because it's toxic as fuck. But I saw a couple of tweets. Let me click on this one right quick. Yeah. Let me see. This one right here. It says, this is from Mike Levitz. It says 2020 was he said, Clinton Kuberstein said initially, he said, Stephen A tells an important truth. Democratic Party leadership shoves shitty presidential nominees down voter throat because they hate primaries. And I ain't gonna read all that shit. But yeah, and Eric Levitz, which probably a Democrat operative himself, says 2020 was an open primary in which most of the Democratic leadership and donor class spurned Joe Biden. Cap. Not only Democratic voters constantly prefer him in national polls, and then deliver him in a landslide victory in South Carolina, which led other moderate candidates to consolidate behind him. Well, Eric, you're full of shit, my guy. Joe Biden would not won if, like Stephen A. Smith said, if old dude in South Carolina would have fucking interfered, and Barack Obama interfered too as well. People forget about that. Like Joe Biden was DOA, he got revived by those kooks. So, and second of all, like y'all act like South Carolina is a blue state. Like in a general election, South Carolina always go to the Republican. Like, come on, man. Like he had like, oh, we start winning South Carolina, and then then the domino effect, man. Like Democrats don't like primaries. Like they said in the lawsuit, they basically said they don't like primaries. They pick somebody. They pick somebody that they want, that they donors want. That's what it is. So do what the donors say. They don't give a fuck about the Democratic voter. Oh, jeez. Then go up here. Shout out to Case Study QB. Case Study QB always got the fucking receipts. Try to make this bigger. Case Study QB, it says James Carville responds to Stephen A. Smith saying Democrats don't have a bench. He doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. Oh God. Now I'm gonna play it. It plays automatically, which I hate. But I'm gonna make it bigger and play it. Here we go.
When it comes to sports, I find him to be really entitled. When it comes to politics, he don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. He's on that running his goddamn mouth about how he may have to run as a Democrat because there's nothing left of the Democratic Party. There's no talent. Stephen A., are you shitting me? I mean, you say you're friends with Wes Moore, and you say you're friends with Josh Shapiro. I'm friends with both of them. I think they're really extraordinary, talented people. I got news for you, dude. There's 6 or 7 other people in the Democratic Party that are just that talented. So before you start running your fucking mouth off about politics, a topic of which you really don't know anything about, you ought to sit back and think about it and call some people and run it by him. But when it comes to sports, I find him to be really insightful. When it comes to politics, he don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. He's on that running his goddamn.
Like you don't know shit either, man. Like yo, Slay Queen Kamala Laws, bro. You thought she was gonna win. I know you thought she was gonna win, but she didn't. So you don't know shit either. Like that just like he got. I don't know what he got in his hand, like a beer or something. Like you need to put that beer down, bro. Like you must have had one too many of them motherfuckers. Holy shit! Like damn, this man lost his mind. Like he don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. Oh. And then he got that LSU paraphernalia on, man. Take that shit off, man. Roll Tide in this mother. But anyway.
Mouth about how he may have to run as a Democrat because there's nothing left of the Democratic Party. There's no talent. Stephen A., are you shitting me? I mean, you say you're friends with Wes Moore and you say you're friends with Josh Shapiro. I'm friends with...
What, 2 Zionists? Like Wes Moore is a Zionist, a black Zionist, and Bishop Josh Shapiro is a Zionist. So, I mean, like, yeah. I mean, like two corporate Zionist motherfuckers. Like, wow, they got talent because, especially Josh Shapiro, they say he sound like Barack Obama. I never even heard that much. Yeah, I heard him talk. He sure do sound like Barack. He tried to copy off Barack Obama a little bit. So yeah, like that's all y'all got. 2 kooks, Wes Moore and Josh Shapiro. Jesus. Yeah, y'all want to lose, bro. Like, yeah, the Democrats want to lose. They want to lose. Like, this guy bringing these 2 names up out of his little brain of his. Like, yeah. Sorry about that. All right.
Both of them, I think they're really extraordinary, talented people. I got news for you, dude. There's 6 or 7 other people in the Democratic Party that are just that talented. So before you start running your fucking mouth off about politics, a topic of which we don't know anything about, you ought to sit back and think about it and call some people and run it by him. But when it comes to sports, I find him to be really insightful. When it comes to politics, he knows his ass from a hole.
So yeah, man, like this guy's bullshitting, full of shit. Um, yeah, like I gotta go, but like the Democrats don't want to win, man. They don't care about winning. So yeah, like they'll never learn. Like they point fingers at each other at the election and all that stuff, and it's really really crazy. Like the Democratic Party are sick of liberals now, not radical leftists. Like you're not supposed to duopoly. Like we don't support neither party, but Democratic leadership is tired of liberals that want them to fight against Trump. I guess they are tired of them blowing up their phones, bro. Like we tried to tell y'all liberals, but y'all wouldn't listen to us, man. Like y'all rather criticize one of my comrades because he told the truth about Kamala and Beyonce. But yeah, so all right, guys, that's the show. Gotta go. Duty calls. I hope you guys enjoyed. Damn, the Good Faith Show. Man, I've been really interrupted, but it's all right. Shameless plugs on the bottom. Follow the ATP Network crew on Twitter. And also follow me on Red Note. And yeah. So, and like the video. Helps us out in the algorithm. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the Good Faith Show. I'm Andre Morton signing out. Oh yeah, and by the way, fuck Benjamin Netanyahu.